Top 10 tips for readers. Okay, I get a lot of messages asking for advice or help to improve people's narrations, and 99.9% of the time I say the same things that I say to a lot of people, so here's a list of the 10 most common tips I give to help people improve. These tips can apply to both creepypasta narrators or narrators of any kind. Number 1. Music and audio levels. The most common thing I see, and I'm guilty of this and so are a lot of others, are the music and vocal levels. Most of the time I either see the music too loud, the vocals too quiet, or both. To help avoid this, with whatever you're using to listen to you editing, listen to a YouTube video of a narration on the highest volume. Then listen to your own video. If your own video was too loud or too quiet compared to the YouTube video, adjust your audio accordingly. Also, a golden rule I follow is that it's better to have your music too quiet than too loud. If it's too quiet, then at least you can still hear the story, which is the main reason of the video, but if you can't hear the voice, then why would someone stick around to listen to it? Number 2. Slow down. Another common thing I see, and again I was guilty of this, is talking way too fast. I'm not saying you should talk one word per minute, but it can ruin the mood if you don't slow down during tense or dramatic points. This is a harder issue to say a black and white talk like this because there's not a set way to narrate. This is something that you'll develop and work through by doing it. So honestly, don't expect your first few videos to be masterpieces, which leads me to my next point. Number 3. Don't go crazy on your first few videos. When someone asks me about how to start narrating, I always say start small. Pick stories that will be about 1 to 5 minutes long. I've seen people start with these long, renowned stories but haven't grown accustomed to their editing software and mic, so it can turn into a long waste of time. An easy way to find short stories is on the Creepypasta Index. You can arrange the story list by story length, or I'm pretty sure there's a short story section on Reddit somewhere. Number 4. Pick stories you enjoy. This is important to bear in mind in order to keep going longer than a month. If you pick and do stories that you personally enjoy and want to do, you'll have more fun making the video, and you'll want to do it justice. Doing requests can be good, but if you do too many, it can give the feeling of chores, doing what someone else wants you to do, and it can be off-putting. That's a bit of a personal one anyway, but something to think about. Number 5. This is an important one. Don't be discouraged if you're not famous in a week. Seriously, I've been on YouTube with other accounts for almost 8 years, and I've never seen an overnight celebrity with consistent content. You can do this yourself. Just search up a lot of one-off viral videos who have become an overnight sensation, and usually they don't have many subs and their fame was a one-off. Or content creators that create consistent content, that's a weird sentence, like PewDiePie, grow at a consistent rate that gradually goes up. A better example, if you look at my channel, when I started it grew like 0 subs, then 1 to 2 subs a day, then later grew about 10 to 20 subs a day, then 30, then 40, then 50, now it's about over 200-ish, and I'm currently on 118,000 subs as I write this, but that hasn't happened in a blink of an eye. It's grew over the course of 2 years. Number 6. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if you don't enjoy it anymore, don't do it. What I mean by this is, I've been doing this for 2 years and I've seen people come and go. If someone's having technical troubles, a mic breaking or corrupting hard drive, etc., then by all means, it's good to help them out. But I've had people come to me saying, this person doesn't want to narrate anymore, you should do something. And, well, If it's a reason like they don't enjoy it, then I won't do anything. If someone is doing something because someone else is telling them to, then it won't be enjoyable, meaning it won't be held up for long. To avoid this, you have to find ways to make it fun, and that's something I can't tell you how to do. Number 7. Don't spam. This one is a simple one, and it's not just about annoying people as well. You can word things nicely and put care into the words, but have you ever seen a spammed message and thought, oh, I want to click this? Also, you can have risk of being banned, I think. I've seen some channels that used to spam my channel shut down because they can be put in the same category as those iPad comments that were everywhere at one point. If you want a good place to start, check out the CreepsMcPasta network. Me and a few others run. There's a video section you can use, but read the rules first because there are a few you don't want to break. Number 8. Don't overcomplicate things. I've seen some people try to one-up the standard narration videos. Narration, audio, picture combo that everyone does. And I fully support creativity and breaking the mold, but you have to know what you're doing. If you're a starting narrator and you're still learning your editing tools and mic settings, then your quality will drop as you're concentrating on something else. I say master your audio before even touching visuals more than a static image or a simple edit, because that's the attraction of your story. No one will want to watch an amazingly edited animation if the story is distorted and unlistenable, if that's a word. Number 9. Don't organize projects way over your head. I've seen people wanting to organize big, epic projects. I've been asked to get involved with some and agreed, thinking, if the project ever happened, then it would be a lot of fun. The guy had no videos on his channel, and if you've done narrations before and did even the smallest of collaborations, then you already know how much it adds to the workload. So big projects take on a lot of manpower and, more importantly, relying on others, and generally takes a lot of experience. And organising something that falls flat on its back due to reasons like lack of preparation or even lack of experience, then it can ruin your reputation. People won't want to work with you. And number 10. This one's a personal pet peeve of mine. Seriously, don't worry about fancy microphones and expensive equipment. When I started, I used to use a webcam. The quality was terrible, but I used it for over 50 videos, I think. Those videos are pretty unwatchable now due to the bad quality, but at that point, I knew I was going to keep doing this, so I bought a snowball. And I've seen people splash out on snowballs as the first mic and quit after a while, which is, a huge waste of money. Mr. CreepsMcPasta used an old karaoke mic when he started, then his iPhone, which, if you have an Apple product, their mics are really good. He used his iPhone for loads of his narrations. And on the other end, I've had some people harping on about their super amazing quality mic with phantom power and audio interfaces that at the time was better than my setup. But it goes nowhere if you don't use it, and especially with fancy mics, you have to know how to use it. So, you have to know audio, people. So I say save yourself wasting money. Don't prove to other people, prove to yourself that you want to do this before buying, a decent mic. And an additional note, my friend Wellhay Productions has made 2 episodes in an episodic series helping narrators improve, which I'll probably put in some annotations on some random part of the video, so definitely check those out and subscribe to him. Tell him I said hi. Do it. It'll be funny. He won't know where they're coming from. He'll be confused. Anyway, if you want to start narrations, by all means, do it. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, thanks for watching and goodbye.